Assalamu alaikum. This is one of the many episodes of our glorious Algerian history. Our video today is quite short because the hero of the story is still alive. Its topic is the Algerian Moujahid who assassinated a traitor who was very close to the French president René Coty during the French Cup final in 1957. That means that the bullet who killed this traitor could have easily been turned towards the French president. The plan wasn't for the president though, but for the traitor who was a real danger to the Algerian Revolution, even more so than the French president. Let's start our topic now. During the 1957 French football final between Toulouse and Angers, an Algerian traitor named Ali Chekal was among the people in the VIP box with the French politicians and the president. And between the spectators, there was a brave Algerian named Mohamed Bensaddok. Let's try to know more about both of them. We will start with the traitor Ali Chekal. He was born in colonized Algeria and studied in Oran, Wahran. He excelled in his studies until he became a lawyer, then started in politics for French interests, so much so that he was designated to represent the Algerians in the French parliament, and, for a certain period of time, he was a French representative in the United Nations. All of this was because the French were sure he was supportive of their civilization and had given up on his country, his rights, and his history. Anyone studying his life would notice easily that he was defending French interests more than the French themselves. On the other hand, let's learn more about our hero Mohamed Bensaddok. He is originally from Annaba in Algeria. He traveled to France in 1955 for economic reasons, but unlike the other traitor, he showed a great sympathy with the Algerian Revolution, and he joined the resistance in the year 1956, with many Algerians like him living abroad. Now that we've seen a bit about both of them, we will learn about the case that binds them together. This case has a relationship to the Algerian Revolution and to the National Liberation Front, or the FLN in French. In addition to Ali Chekal's activities with the French, he was on multiple missions. He was working hard to convince the Algerians to abandon the revolution. He was falsely representing Algerians outside Algeria and declaring that they are against this revolution. And he was also given a mission by the French to build an alternative to the FLN, meaning he would go to Algeria and try to gather around him some Algerians who were against the revolution or had some doubts about it. For all of this, he had to be eliminated as quickly as possible since he was a traitor, a collaborator, and could quickly become a danger to the revolution. The story of his elimination shows an unparalleled bravery. During the French Cup final that we mentioned above, we said that Ali Chekal was close to the French president, and that Mohamed Bensaddok was there in the stadium watching the game and waiting for the right time. Mohamed Bensaddok said, "I watched the whole game like any other spectator. I was able to see the French president and Ali Chekal with his red hat in the presidential box. With the referee's last whistle and the start of the celebration to give the cup to the winner, I hurried to leave the stadium before the presidential procession to avoid getting stuck in the stadium, since all exits would be sealed off when the presidential procession was about to be set off. I stayed at the main entrance waiting until I saw the president surrounded by guards and many other people with him leaving the stadium." This didn't prevent Mohamed Bensaddok from getting closer and shooting Ali Chekal in the chest and giving the revolution some rest from his campaigns to weaken the Algerian revolutionary spirit. Of course, the operation done by Bensaddok was suicidal, as there was no chance for him to escape in such a situation and that many guards. And indeed, he was captured right away by the police and was sentenced to forced labor for life. He was released after the Algerian independence in 1962, and he returned to his country Algeria right after. We can draw several lessons and indications from this event, and you probably agree with me. Algeria has had a long hand forever, and it can reach where no one expects. For each nation, there will always be some people that are weak and fascinated by the Western identity. Most of them will be enemy agents and traitors during tough times, but with Allah's grace, their plot is weak, and victory is for the heroes and the nationalists who never compromise their dignity and their country. Mohamed Bensaddok is the best example. He's still alive as of this video in his independent country. He's a historical symbol of Algeria and the pride of Annaba after what he did. Algeria and its challenges are not important only for Algerians inside the country, but rather are also very important for all Algerians abroad. It's important that each one of them hold their country in their hearts and for them to be ready to play a role for the sake of their country. With this, we're done with the amazing story of the hero who eliminated the traitor who was accompanying the president during the French Cup final. And I hope this video was an addition to your historical knowledge. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.